I'm here getting a first look at this new knife I bought. I've been real leery after I got that Tractor Supply Company knife last year for $7 and went back and bought a whole bunch of them. And I've used it for a year now, and it's been a really good knife. And like I said, it only cost $7, so I'm not worried about losing or anything. But it's a trucker; it just keeps on plugging along, and it is stainless steel, which I don't have a problem with, because I'm going to carry a ferro rod and a striker with me. I'm not going to strike sparks off of my knife. It's too important a tool to be doing that with. Some people like to do that, I don't. But I did see this. I bought that Primal Gear survival bow last year and really like it. I haven't done any videos on it, but I will try to this fall if I get a archery range set up here so we can show it in action. But he has come up with his own signature knife, which, unlike some of the other ridiculously expensive ones, this one didn't cost that much. And it comes, I'll get up closer here, it comes with its own ferro rod, which he sent with a striker. So you can either strike it on the knife if you want, or you've got a piece of hacksaw blade on here that you can use to strike it with. And then you'll have to mess with your knife. I don't like striking ferro rods on knives. I haven't had good luck. But this is called the Hell and Back Survival Knife by Primal Gear now. It's got a really nice blade. It's made really well, it looks like. And I'll set the sheath down here and bring it up a little closer so you can see it. It's extremely heavy. Look how thick the back of the spine of the blade is. Okay, you got a thumb grip place where you can get on. You've got a little spot to strike your rod on if you want to. It's got a really good grind to it. It's extremely sharp. The grips look nice. You've got a bearing. If you want to use this for a bearing block for your to do a friction fire, you've got one on each side that you can. You've got one of these bearing things for a spindle on both sides, so you can do friction fire with this knife. It's got a wire cutting thing up here, place for a lanyard if you want it, and it's really heavy and it feels really good. The only thing that I'm got any concerns about with this is this finish on here. I don't know if it's going to hold up or not, but we will see. This is not stainless, it's carbon steel blade, so I'm going to have to keep it oiled up. And this was about a third of what the really expensive ones cost, so I don't know exactly where he came up with these at or who does them. But it's a good looking knife. It's not overly big and it's not overly small, and is big enough to do some batoning if you would want to do that. I have other things that I can use to process firewood with. This is just my knife to do everyday chores with. Like I said, if I want to carry this is much more expensive than what I've got in them TSC knives that I've got. And like I said, they didn't cost nothing, so I don't care if I tear them up. But I ain't been able to tear them up yet. And they're almost not quite as thick a blade as this. But they're good. But I've got a really nice knife I can take with me if I go somewhere anyway. But this is called the Hell and Back Survival Knife, HBSK or something. And it comes, there's another version in stainless. It's got a different looking handle, and it didn't come with a nice leather sheath that comes with the Cordura sheath. And if I'm going to have a really nice one to carry around, I want it in a leather sheath. So this is the one I opted for. It feels good. I'll have to try it and see how it works. And I'll do another more in-depth critique, but kudos to the dude at Primal Gear now, because I've been looking for something, a really nice knife to carry around, and he had what I wanted with not too ridiculous a price tag on it. So that's my first look at this, and we will, as I use it, I'll give more feedback on it later. See how it goes through the paces. So on this one for now. Move on to the next one.